Hello, welcome to Music on the Rocks on the Road. My name is Jeff Brown from Linden, Virginia, coming to you from Glens Creek Distilling here in Frankfort, Kentucky. I've got David with me. He is the maker of delicious beverages here. And since March of 2020, I have been using Music on the Rocks as a means to share my music and my whiskey. And today I'm going to do something a little different, and I'm going to share my music and their whiskey. So this is a song we were chatting a little bit earlier, and I say I'll be sharing their whiskey, but I had a little bit earlier, and let's just say that the likelihood of some of their whiskey becoming some of my whiskey is pretty high. But we were having a chat about writing songs about whiskey, and this happens to be a song about girls and whiskey, which are two of my strong influences. And this is a song called Whiskey and You. It's been a long, long time. I've got whiskey and you on my mind. How you burn. Oh, my loving is true. All 100 proof. And I try to forget. I remember the day we first met. How I live and learn. Oh, your loving, it kills, but God, I want it still. Oh, but God, I want it still. Whiskey and you. Well, thank you. So usually it's a
Private
little-
show, man, that's pretty
I
cool.
know, right? You get a private concert here. It's like,
Private concert,
Do-
private tasting.
everything sounds nice. Private.
Yeah, I don't know how the acoustics are in this.
Oh, it sounds nice. And they'll be the final judges of that. But,
Yeah,
yeah, typically I've been playing that a little bit longer. I've got a band back in Chicago, and then there's lots of noodling and guitar solos. But there's only so much that me with two hands can do. So that is Whiskey and You. And my name is Jeff Brown from Music on the Rocks on the Road. And here at Glens Creek Distillery, they've got all sorts of delightful beverages.
you'll even have more, just
Even
don't have them
more.
all set up in here.
Indeed. But today, we'll be going with the Cafe Ole, which is, if you wanna say a word or two about it?
Well, so, since you just sang a song about whiskey and women, what I can tell you is that after a few years of doing tastings here, kind of noticed a pattern, and that pattern was, I say, of the people who come here who don't care for bourbon, the vast majority were female.
That would include my wife.
Okay, and so we asked a question, you know, what's something that women sort of like to eat or consume sort of universally, and the answer was chocolate.
All right.
So we found this chocolate barley, and we thought, you know, if we could make a bourbon taste like chocolate, we could sew up that market pretty effectively. So we bought some, and then when we cooked it, I discovered that it smells and tastes more like coffee than it does chocolate, thus the name Cafe Ole.
All right.
And
Which is still a solid part of the market.
well, it is, and interestingly enough, it's roasted barley, that's what it is, and so the regular barley is just lightly toasted, and this is roasted, so it smells a lot like a roasted coffee bean. And people who don't really care for coffee tend not to like that particular bourbon. And you know, you mentioned you speak a little French, so my brain thought Cafe Ole, but the French version means with milk.
Yeah.
And so we switched it to the OLE Spanish version, and it's
Right.
Cafe Ole, right? And that's
There you go.
that's what we call it. And you know, as it turns out, men like it too. I like it. We didn't convert every woman to a bourbon drinker, but we've converted a few,
There you go.
including my girlfriend Cafe Ole. She calls it her gateway bourbon, the first bourbon that she found that she could enjoy, and
Nice.
then later she's switched her allegiances over to the Cuervito Vivo, which is a recreation of Old Crow. Cuervito is a baby crow, and Vivo means to be alive, so
All right.
the little crow lives,
Nice.
because we are on the grounds of the Old Crow Distillery here in Frankfort.
Indeed, indeed. Well, my friends, be well, be safe
I'll cheer with
Cheers.
my water.
with the Cafe Ole. There is a lot of coffee in there, but it's not like I'm not much of a coffee drinker,
Mm.
but I do get a lot of there's the
Yeah,
vanilla
but-
and the chocolate and the
Give that a smell, and you'll immediately understand.
oh yeah, yep,
Just have that roasted.
yep. That is delicious. Thank you for welcoming me here.
My pleasure.
To share my music and your whiskey. And if you are in the Frankfort area, please stop by. Make a call first. But all of you, I will see you soon. And thank you for watching Music on the Rocks on the Road.